We are back once more with another bonus episode of Night in the Woods, and once more, my good friend Antinomy is here.
Enthusiastic hello.
Enthusiastic hello, yeah. As opposed to an unenthusiastic hi. Enthusiastic.
Unenthusiastic hello.
Unenthusiastic hello. So, we are hanging out one final time with Greg, because this is the fourth hangout of the game. We hang out with B for the third hangout to go to the store. And the first two, we stole the robot head, we assembled the robot, and now, here he is!
You're gonna fuck the robot.
God, yeah, it's like, we're gonna now take off our pants. And it's like, okay, I'm down with that.
And like, how to say, like, make a rotisserie chicken out of the bunny.
So anyway, we're gonna go to Donut Wolf, because we need some slammer cakes. We gotta eat that fast food.
I wouldn't go there myself.
No. It's like going to Dunkin' Donuts or something. It's like, do I really want to hang out just to eat donuts?
I remember I once went on a date with a girl who... Juliette Chocolat, which is like a...
It's like a chocolaterie. It's like a deli of chocolate.
Yes. By the end, I was so fucking nauseous.
Yeah, too much sugar.
Yeah.
Also, Angus does not seem... He's like, let's go to Donut Wolf. And they're like, fine. He doesn't... He's like you. Unenthusiastic. Fine. Although, let's go! Ride the chariot! Awoo! Let's go! Yeah, this is their wolf call, I guess. Legends.
Though, wouldn't, like, maybe culturally appropriating that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if... See, this is a discussion that we've had before in the thread, and I've discussed with Maple Leaf as well. Whether or not this game truly is furry, anthropomorphic furry, and these are just furry people, or if it's like you are we're just viewing the world as May sees it, because she's got some dissociative disorder, and she sees people as animal people. You know?
That would make more sense. Or the third option, they're just portrayed as animals for the audience.
This is exactly that was like the kind of the consensus we came up with as well. We said, it's easier to draw or to make art, first of all, and second of all, and I discussed this with Maple Leaf as well, it's easier to implant yourself onto animal people because they don't have distinctive human features that are either racially toned or facial. It's all like you can see yourself in the character and be like, yeah, I can see myself as Angus minus the hat, or I can see myself as Greg minus the leather jacket.
Though, like, the fact that Angus is brown makes it like, okay, so maybe he's like brownish.
Black? Maybe he's black?
Yeah.
Or brownish? Yeah, maybe. Although, you'd say that about May, she's pitch black.
Yeah. So, who knows?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Flat tire.
God. Damn. It.
God damn it. Did we get a flat tire? What do you think, dude? I'm pulling over.
Yeah. I can imagine his reaction is like just barely dealing with it.
Just like up to here with like, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy, but God, it's trying my patience. Because it's a flat. Yeah, I imagine the question was, why can't we keep driving? Because it's flat.
Yeah.
You don't drive on a flat.
He's responsible.
Yeah, exactly. The other two are like, why? Yeah, why don't you drive on a flat?
And I imagine he's like just pinching his nose like...
Yeah, he's like, you just don't. It messes up the wheel or something. It's
or the axle, I think. I don't know about cars.
Yeah, I don't know about it. All I know... How do you know so much about cars? We can fix it! Yeah, it's like, oh God, the two idiots are mouthing off.
Yeah. Maybe if they had the tools in the trunk.
Yeah. Lockpicking tools. We need the lockpicking tools that Greg said he had. That's silly. We don't have sticks.
No, I meant that thing that you put under the car.
Oh, yes, the... Oh, God, what do they call that? The jack?
Yeah,
I think it's called
the thing
jack.
that elevates the car.
Yeah, that's the jack, yeah. It's a thing people do. We can fix tires. It's like, it's the thing people do. It's like, it's the thing people do when they have a goddamn tire.
I assume that they don't have a spare tire.
It's like, why are you being... By the way, this is not their car. This is B's car. So we just kind of wrecked B's car. Why am I the one that has to be responsible?
It does get tiring. Even though, like, I only deal with myself, it's still like, why do I have to be responsible doing this for myself? It's tiring sometimes.
It's not. Yeah.
I don't want to cook. I don't want to clean.
I don't want to go to the gym. I just want to sit here and do nothing.
Yeah.
And then then the good side of your brain is like, oh, come on now. Come on now, Antonimi. You got it. You got to pony up, man.
Fine, I guess I'll cook something, but I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. So now they're just having little, I guess, symbol balloons to indicate random arguments. And May's just like, what can fix a tire? Sticks, rocks, leaves.
Yeah, there's nothing available.
Wood.
Yeah.
Dirt. She's just playing I Spy.
Yeah.
She's like, what can I use? Look around.
Maybe if it were one of those old-timey, like, Wild West, like, wagons.
Yes. Like maybe a medieval carriage or something.
Yeah.
Like, they made those wheels out of wood, but, you know, do you have a knife? Well, Greg has knives. He probably has a knife in his coat right now.
But they don't have the skills necessary to make the wheel, the spokes, and how to attach it to the car.
Yeah. It's like, well, I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do. It's like, we're breaking up the argument. Hey, what you guys doing?
Yeah.
You're arguing, eh?
Yeah, that would be the easiest thing, like, to call someone.
We could call someone.
Oh.
Do we suddenly carry phones? Because there's magically signal now. So, yeah, apparently the town, it has Wi-Fi, but it doesn't have signal.
Huh.
It's not big enough to merit cell phone towers.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's the worst of all worlds.
Yeah.
And it could... Okay, well, it's like, I'll let you guys keep talking. And I go do something else.
Actually, like back in Mexico, when I was visiting for the holidays, like we took one of my brothers to the airport, his family too, and we took 2 cars. So on the way back, my dad took 1 car and my mom another car. We lost track of my dad really quickly, and we had no idea really like how to get home. Like my mom, because she usually doesn't drive to the airport, and me because I haven't been there for 6 years. Well, short for like a week or 2 every year, but not as much to recognize where to go. Somehow we made it home, and then the car never started again.
It was the last ride for that car.
Yes.
Speaking of tires, we found one. A spare tire. It's like, hey, dinguses, there's a spare tire back here.
Why didn't they check the trunk?
They were obviously just wanting to get at it. Angus was more wanting to get angry, because I guess the other two were like, let's just keep driving. And they're like, okay, we're not going to drive. Why not? And then argument. And then nobody does the certain thing to be like, check the back?
Yeah.
And then it's like, she's like, can I help? And he's like, no. May, you're not a bad person. That's still angry voice. But I don't trust you with any part of this process. The most honest criticism May has ever heard. Jeez, man. Jeez, man. You don't have to say it like that. Well, other than B basically being like, when they had the argument and they're in her room and she's like, you're going to come into my life and tell me how to live it? You don't know anything about me. And she's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, we made it to Donut Wolf. Let's get some donuts.
Yeah.
Let's spike up our blood sugar.
Well, now I want a donut. Maybe half of one.
Maybe half of one.
I won't buy it, but I will want to.
We tried weed a while back. Too bad you didn't OD and die from it. Are you two done? Yeah, Angus is like, are you two done? He's still suppressing. Finally here! Donut time!
So it would be like the equivalent of Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, probably like IHOP or donuts.
If it's more like, if it's only about donuts, then probably Dunkin' Donuts.
I wonder, they're dropping the Dunkin' part apparently, or the donuts part. They're not just calling themselves Dunkin'.
Oh.
Yeah, well, don't ask me, dude. Welcome down to Wolf, home with the Slammer Cake, featuring cakes with special Holland Mad Maple Syrup. How would you like to ride? So this person's like droning on. How would you like to ride the chariot today? Ride a chariot, man.
That just sounds soulless.
Hello, sir. Mighty fine donuts you got there.
I would be like, so what do you want?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Donuts.
Take your order and go.
Yeah. I'll take a half dozen donuts. Have you ever worked in the service industry? Or
just call centers.
Just call centers?
Just call centers. And where I'm working is practically a call center, but no calls.
Yeah, I'm I used to, before I was a teacher, my previous job, I think I told you this, but I haven't told you guys this. It was working as a pizza chef at a deli in the Saint Laurent Street. So I was making giant pizzas, not communicating with the customers, but I was facing the customers, and they were like, I want to order this pizza, or I want to order a slice of that. And I'm like, yeah, I'll make that. I'll make that for you, especially if the pizza's running low. But yeah, I feel like that dude is feeling right now. You know, it's just like, hi, how can I help you today?
I've never had like pizza that you made.
I should make one day for you. It has been years since I've made it, like literally years. But I should try it.
Yeah, you can probably watch a YouTube video to remind yourself of the whole process.
Budget Bites or something like that to be like, let's make big pizzas.
I don't know if they had like actual pizzas. I mean, the pizzas that I make are just like tortilla pizzas.
Well, yeah, you're from Mexico, so. What do we get?
It's like pretty easy. Anyways.
Chariot wheels or Doom Nuts? And I'm like, dude, there's only one good choice here.
Yeah.
They're getting chariot wheels already. We gotta get the Doom Nuts. Yeah. Are those new?
I assume that they're like black. Like with black, I say like...
Crawling in my skin?
No, I meant like the frosting. Black frosting.
They're about to be even more limited edition. And no Eternity Sauce. I like the name of that, Eternity Sauce. Last time I had that, I stayed up all night digging a hole in our backyard. There must be a lot of sugar and or caffeine in that sauce.
Now we get it.
They found me asleep in the morning. At the bottom of a hole. Wow, that thing must kick you into overdrive. Yes, ma'am.
Like, aren't we all in holes that we're trying to crawl out of?
Metaphor of the game, the hole at the center of everything, it's growing larger and swallowing everything. So I'm like, wow, they kind of touched it on the nose with the donut, didn't they?
Yeah. Like the nothing from like Never-Ending Story.
The nothing from Never-Ending Story.
And the scary wolf.
And the scary wolf, yeah. Maybe, who knows? Maybe Benson was inspired by it. I have to go to the bathroom. It's like, yeah, you go to the table, I go to the bathroom, and Greg's just like, okay.
Like,
I'll just chill here.
Why would you need like tables in a donut shop? I mean,
to eat.
Yeah, but like to have like a proper sitting down to eat donuts. This doesn't seem like a thing I would do.
Gregg said this is fun. May says this isn't fun.
Why not?
I guess she figured that hanging out with Gregg and Angus was going to be fun, but she's already getting like, maybe the argument, and everyone's just kind of acting kind of snippy to each other, and she's like, yeah, why doesn't this feel good? It's like, why does this...
Maybe it's also like, times are changing.
Times are changing, and you were talking, May has brain problems, so what's she going to do? She's like, this blows. I'm going to break something.
So I was going to mention, get depressed?
Get depressed? No. Be destructive? Yes.
That's not... I don't know if that's better or not.
She's like, I'm going to break something. Now for the minigame. Yeah! Rock metal music! We're going to spin this toilet roll to the end of the thing.
Oh, wow. That's
a lot of toilet paper.
And she's a cat, so it makes sense.
I'm rubbing the disco ball here and going up and down, up and down, up and down.
Good thing it's toilet paper, not something else.
Next, scratch the hell out of the bathroom stall.
Oh, well, she is a cat.
Yeah. Next, stuff the toilet paper down the toilet.
Oh, that is bad.
And flush the toilet. Yeah.
Poor janitor.
And then stuff the wadded up toilet that's wet inside the air dryer.
That's a fire hazard.
Yeah, just break shit. Break shit.
Man, I'm an adult because I am only seeing like, dude, the consequences.
And then, exactly, dude, stop. What the hell? Gregg, for once, is the voice of reason.
Why is he in the women's bathroom?
Yeah. What are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? What does it look like I'm doing? Dumb question. Why are you doing it?
Crimes?
Okay, yeah, crimes, exactly. Yeah. Okay, fine. That was a dumb question. Yeah. It's a bit like, this reminded me a lot of the Calvin and Hobbes bit, where it's like Calvin is like, there's the comic where Calvin is getting a hammer and nails and he's nailing a table, and the mom's like, Calvin, what are you doing? Like, and there's a moment it's like, is this a trick question or what?
I mean, what do you even reply?
Yeah, what are you even doing in here? Getting you. So there's your answer. Why is he in the women's bathroom? Well, getting her. I guess she was in there for a while, and he's like, huh.
Yeah, but
it doesn't take that long to pee. and or poo.
Yeah, but when you knock on the door and just like open it slightly ajar and just like
screaming, hey, May,
you there?
Yeah, well, I guess he just walks in. Fuck it.
Were you swallowed up by the toilet? And also, I would assume that Gregg doesn't really care what goes on in there.
No. Did you decide before you go to the toilet? Did you go before you trash the bathroom? God, Gregg, I didn't even have to go. Okay, jeez. I do now. I like her expression. It's like saying, like, okay, I'm feeling the burn. I'm feeling the pee or the poo. We have a table for when you're done. Leave. Wow. May is not having a good day. I guess she figured we're gonna have good times, and it's not good times. So what's the first thing you think about? Wreck shit up.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, despite your best efforts, you won't have a good day.
No. I mean, especially when you're like... I mean, I know we only get to hang out maybe once or twice a week. And thankfully, we don't quite have days that are necessarily bad. We don't have days that are like... fuck, you know? But I can imagine if one day we had that, it would be like... Man, this is not a good day. They're not having fun, you know?
Yeah, well, sometimes you cannot force shit.
No, sometimes you just be like, I'm gonna go. And then it's like, you know, fair enough. Yeah. You know, it's like, yeah, we're good. It's like, so, how you guys doing? Anything new? May's trying to up this party. Other than, you know, all this stuff that's been happening.
Yeah. I mean, kudos on her for trying.
Ghosts and stuff? Yeah, I guess she's bad at small talk, dude.
Yeah, I think they need a board game.
They need a board game. It's like, instead of going out for donuts, which, by the way, again, it's like, why would you go... Instead of just saying, let's go get donuts and eat at home, why would you be here? Oh yeah, how'd you get B's car for tonight? She was going to go to a party out of town. But I guess she lost her nerve. Oh, that's so sad. Dude, I think the Gregg route is probably not canon. It's probably not... It's not intended, I put that in between quotes, as the B route, because, man, it's so depressing when we're not paying attention to B.
Yeah, B practically doesn't have anyone.
She's got nothing. She's working in her house all alone, working in the store basically by herself.
With a creepo. Her
dad is like, got brain problems of his own. You know, Gregg and Angus have each other, and May's like this third wheel.
Yeah. Kind
of just be like, Gregg's my friend, and I guess Angus, you're here too, kind of thing.
Ooh, I like that Doom Nut.
Yeah, you can tell which ones are the Doom Nuts, by the way. I'm picturing the pink one with the white kind of like splotch in the center, the bloody one, the pentagram one,
the
eye, clearly,
and the spirograph looking one behind the eye.
Yeah, that one. No, I think it's a snake.
No, the spirograph one.
Yeah, the one between the eye and the doom nut. Yeah, either with that one or the big snake harpoon looking one. I go for the pentagram one because, you know, come on, pentagram. Eat the pentagram. We'll get the eye. Don't worry.
No, I was just thinking, like, if the Tim Hortons outside is open, I'm just gonna grab something there.
No, resist the pressure, man. You've got your protein shake. It sounds good now. It'll sound bad later.
Or I'll just grab a banh mi.
Or that, sure. A banh mi sounds good. It's a good, cheap sandwich.
Yep.
Also, more donuts. May's just gonna stuff her face.
Wow, eating more than one donut at a time.
She's ordered 6 donuts. She's gonna eat those 6 donuts. I don't think she will. Greg, you're awful quiet. Just eating.
He probably feels also, like, bad?
I think they all feel bad.
Yeah.
You've never had a problem talking and eating at the same time. Oh, 3 dots. You know that's serious business.
You know that's like quiet, that's bad.
Yeah, it's like another donut. Okay, I'll take the. Do I take the snake? No, I'll take the blood donut. No, I take the snake, I guess. Yeah. I was gonna take the blood donut after though, because I'm like, I'm gonna get that. That's my donut. Donut sick already. We're getting our vision's getting kind of blurred. It smells.
Oh yeah. Now you mentioned it is getting kind of blurred. From all that sugar, probably.
It's like, dude, Donut Wolf? Like the restaurant smells? The robot thing. Oh, we're getting to kind of not the symptom, not the cause, but a definite aggravation point for this argument.
Oh, I'd say Angus didn't like the robot thing?
Well, Gregg had spent a lot of time and effort on that robot. He did. Because he thought you'd love it. Just because a gift is thoughtful doesn't mean that it's accepted. No, he did it because it was fun. Yes to both of those things. He loved it and because it was fun. No matter what could happen. Yeah, well, he did break into an abandoned store. He did almost kill his friend by electrocuting her by getting that battery out. It's leaking shit all over the carpet.
That's the worst part.
And then, geez, now we're really getting... Now, we're either getting sugar high or we're getting high. Just plain high.
As long as it's not diabetes.
Yeah. Angus, you're being rude. Wow, May. I'm being rude. You know, and this is the thing. Imagine if this was the real, playthrough of the game. Imagine this. Our third hangout was with B, who... The one hangout with her, we had a fight with. Now we have a hangout with these guys, and they're like, oh, now you're just coming into town, and suddenly Gregg is breaking into grocery stores, basically ruining himself again. And then it's like, wow, 2 fights back to back. May's a
bad influence on Gregg.
Well, she's just a bad person. She's not a bad person, but she's got bad influence and just bad decisions.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, dude, come on. He's messing up our... No, it's like, come on, dude, come on. I mean, how is this my fault?
Because Gregg wouldn't do it on his own?
No, because he was with Angus. He was trying to be responsible. But when May came back and he's like, I missed you, man. I want to do some cries. I've been leaving too clean. And it's like, he was always in there, but May was the trigger.
Yes.
May was the excuse. Grab a donut? I guess I'll grab that last one. We'll leave that last donut. The spiral donut. And then, oh, cripes. Oh, sweet cripes.
Well, sweet is the right word for it.
She's getting some stomach problems. I'm falling into the sky. Whoa. Yeah, those donuts, do not eat more than one. They're clearly going to kill you. Oh, boy. Oh, she's feeling better now, but... Oof. It was all weird colored.
Man, watching even... Oh, wow.
Puke usually isn't that color.
Well, if you eat, colored donuts, I guess that...
You're gonna get all those color additives.
Yeah.
Right, flowing right out back over the windpipe, and right up the esophagus, and right back out there. You okay, May? Yeah, no.
That reminds me of the latest meme. The one with the pirate, he says something like, yes, but also no.
Yes, but also no. I have a really weak stomach. That sounds like the... Yeah, you puke a lot.
Yeah. If he were an actual dog, he would be all over
Lapping
that puke.
It up, yeah. I get pukey at baby food. Well, so would May. Cats cough up hairballs, right? Then they just sniff it.
Yeah,
but they don't eat it. Okay.
No, that reminds me that once the cat puked out a lot of cat food on my brother's bed.
Oh yeah.
And my brother was like, "Can you bring the dog over?" And I did.
When life gives you lemons.
The dog ate all that puke, and my mom was like, "I will never forgive you for this."
Speaking of not forgiving, May's really mad at them. She's really mad at her friends. Like, why? Why are you mad at us? I hate awkward silences.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. Am I ruining your lives or something? Straight to the cut.
Yeah.
May just cuts right into it. Just tell me if I am, instead of whatever this is.
I mean, it's more direct.
Do you not like me anymore, Angus?
Oh.
Option 1. Or am I making things weird, Gregg? Option 2.
They're both
They're both bad, but this one, like me anymore? This is accusatory. We just hang out with him. We went to Possum Jump. So I'm like, am I making things weird? And besides, Gregg's more our buddy, so no, stick with what we know.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. No! No, you're not making things weird. Angus is like, kinda. Kinda? So, Angus, I'll take this, Let Gregg be the pep talker. Thanks, hon. Yeah, thanks, hon. May, remember my uncle? Sheep farm, out past Biddle, out by the interstate. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. When I was 8, my parents got sick of me. Ooh, when you're 8 years old, and maybe spend like a month there in the summer. Okay, that's not so bad because it's almost like, ugh, kid, you're driving us up the wall. Go learn from your uncle. Go be a sheep farmer.
I mean, I would assume that some, like, they do something in the farm. Like, you'll have fun there.
Yeah, you'll have fun. Sheep are nice, or sheep are cool.
Yeah,
I go with.
I thought it was going to go towards like Abuse Avenue, but turns out it was just like, go.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Well, I mean, they didn't. But, Gregg just made a bad decision while he was with the sheep. Not the decision you may be thinking of, you dirty-minded bastard.
You mean like how Australians think of New Zealanders?
Yes, how Australians think of New Zealanders. What do they call their sheep? Their wives.
Yes.
Hilarious. One afternoon before dinner, my uncle left me by the pen, and for some reason I opened the gate.
Because kids are dumb?
Because kids are dumb, yeah. Why?
Obvious question.
Obvious question. What do they do? Obvious question as well, because, they're going to bolt. Because, of course, they are. So I ask, why?
Do sheep bolt?
They do.
Oh.
I mean, sheep are roamers. Like, the moment one of them starts moving in one way, they just all go that way. I mean, you do need a sheepdog, for example. I have no idea. Kids are like sheep. Kids are like sheep.
They are.
Real dumb. Yep. Kids are kids, man. They so are. And so are you. Oh, snap.
Yeah. I remember like once when I was a kid, I touched an exposed wire of a lighting pole. I remember like I barely touched it and it like pushed my arm back as much as it could.
It just like the muscles like.
Yes.
I wanted to bring this up. I was going to ask you if you've ever been electrocuted during the mechanics episode. If you've ever gotten a shock, and I guess you have.
Yeah.
I haven't. My dad, he was trying to do some do-it-yourself wiring when I was like 2 years old or something. He shorted a wire. It exploded. He flew back away from the wall and got knocked against the opposite wall and was stunned. And my grandmother, who was a nurse at the time, came in and was like, "What happened?" And he just kind of pointed shakily at the
wiring?
The wiring, because first my mom and my grandmother were at the house. They heard a thump noise, and the lights went out. So they were like, "What just happened?" My dad was trying to do electrical wiring. 3 made it over the median. 3 sheep made it. I wonder if it's these 3. And across to the other side.
Of a
highway. No. Like 4 of the sheep got splattered by a truck. 3 made it. Others kind of just stopped and hung around on the other side. So, Gregg, what are you going to do? Sheep rescuer. Covered in sheep guts and parts. He's going to puke again.
Yeah.
And we just looked at each other across the interstate. You're just looking at the sheep. It's like, hey.
But he was looking at the uncle?
At the sheeps.
At the sheeps.
No, he's looking at the sheep. Like, hey, sheep. He's 8 years old. 2 ran back. Got hit by another truck. Didn't quite think ahead there.
Yeah.
God.
That just seems like how do you say, a domino effect.
Domino effect. And I figured instead of just saying God, it's like, did the truck stop? I'm curious. Did anyone bother to help here? They totally didn't.
Yeah.
I imagine if you're a trucker and you run over 2 to 4 sheep, you'd probably stop because like, oh, Jesus Christ, I just ran over stuff,
Yeah, but then again, if they knew that they were sheep and they have a schedule to keep.
Yeah.
And they don't have an obligation to
sheep? Keep. I like your rhyming. The other sheep, he ran down the hill on the other side into the woods.
Smart decision.
The free sheep, that probably died. No one ever saw him again.
He was probably devoured that night.
Jeez, dude. But the one sheep made it. Hey, your tattoo.
Oh.
That's one option I can make, or I can ask what happened after that. But I'm like, come on, dude. The sheep, nobody saw him after that. I don't care what happened to Gregg. I want to go to the tattoo. Tell me about the tattoo, Gregg. Yeah. I sleuthed the meaning.
I mean, does that count as sleuthing? You were practically told the whole story.
Yeah, that's awful for you. Because I thought Gregg was gonna make a sheep thing to be like, it's like, is it some sort of like you don't want to be a sheep or you know? But in this case, it's he wants to be the sheep that got away. He wants to be the one that was able to. Yeah, there it is. I want to be the one that got away. I want to be the one that escaped this fucking nightmare. I want Angus to come. Oh, dudes, your story had the sheep die. Plural. I failed those sheep. Just like, everything has failed us.
That's deep talk.
That's deep. That's some real deep talk right there. Truth bomb.
Yeah.
That's a bit true. No one even denies it. Oh, man.
Must be tough, like, being in a shit town.
No one tries to talk you out of leaving here. Because you're stuck. And it's a crab mentality.
Yeah.
And yeah, being the only queer people in town sucks. I'm here. Which makes me wonder, does she... I think she considers herself queer. Because, I mean, she definitely has said that she doesn't care if she's dating a boy or a girl.
I think
she's probably bi. But it's like, I'm here. It's like, you already left once. But I'm back. I'm here again.
I remember something about her shirt, like an O with a slash through it.
Yeah.
Means that she's ace?
Asexual? No. I mean, she doesn't want kids. She doesn't really want to get married, but she wants to be living with someone, and she's cool with dating people. I mean, and she's also told the story that, Angus loves it both. That's nice. May said that she had a story where she tried to get with a cute girl in college and she effed that up, because she made an embarrassment out of herself. And then she also dated Cole during middle school or high school, who was a boy, and, they kissed at prom and whatever. Or they didn't even kiss at prom, but they danced at prom. So, yeah, either May is bi or queer. I don't think she's asexual, but she doesn't want to sleep with people. She hasn't said anything about that. And so, yeah, she's definitely someone who's different, just like Gregg and Angus are. Oh, May, you have to let me change. You've got to let me go. If you love me, let me go. But this is very true. This is very truth bomby right here.
Yeah.
Because they're like, they say, we just want to get away. We just want to leave this town. This town is not made for us. And like I mentioned earlier, crab mentality, for those who are not aware, crab mentality is this idea that if you take a bucket of crabs, if you take a bucket and you throw a bunch of crabs in there, they basically cannot work together to get each other out. They will pull when one of the crab is almost getting out of the bucket, the others will pull him down.
Yep. So
because they're all trying to get out the bucket. But we kind of translated that to mean, like, when we see other people who are, getting a leg up on us, so to speak, like they're getting things that we are not, we want to tear them down.
Yes.
We want to bring them down to our level. But thankfully these three are trying not to do that to each other.
Or at least May's trying not to pull them down.
Yeah. She's probably realizing, oops, I'm kind of doing that, aren't I?
Yeah, but it also is painful.
Yeah, and now, I mean, I guess now that Gregg said, you got to let me change, and now they're just swapping war stories, the time where they almost burned down the school. So, yeah, cool. That's a nice story to share, but don't do it again. Don't be arsonists when you're past 20, because they can arrest you for that. You're an adult. It's one of the all-time greats.
I think there was a story about how they caught the guy who, started a fire in California.
I'm not sure who you mean.
I don't know, there's always someone.
But in any case, it's like, kids still talk about that time. We can at least be legends. Yeah. It's like, yeah, dude, but as long as you're not going like, yeah, when I was in high school, I was a football quarterback. I'm 40 years old now. My life sucks.
I scored 4 touchdowns in one game.
Yes. And I made out with all the cheerleaders. And it's like, yeah, but you're 40, 50 years old now. Yeah, and that's what you cling to.
When you peak in high school, that's sad.
Yeah. I mean, these two, obviously, their high school experience, their favorite day was, we almost burnt down. High five, bro.
Well, they probably weren't happy there.
Yeah. I have an idea. What's your idea, May? Is it legal?
I mean, hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh, yeah? You up for one more big crime?
I probably think Angus won't be happy with that.
But you can come this time, Angus. Include him in on this. It's like one more big crime. Just one for the road. We're not counting the Historical Society. Although the Historical Society technically will come after this. And we are going to be doing that later.
Oh, yeah. Angus is game.
Angus is game. You got to do at least one crime. Yeah. I mean, you shoplifted as a kid. I stole something as a kid. We all have committed at least one crime.
It was bubblegum, man. I was 5.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. This is the crime. I don't know. We've lugged the robot that we built into the woods. That's basically it. That's the crime.
No, that's not very crimey.
Well, I suppose you're going to scare the shit out of someone if they stumble across it. You know? And I guess that's the point. They're going to tell stories about this thing. They'll never know what it is or how it got here.
Well, if it's custom made, then I guess, like... Who would put something like that there?
Well, fingerprints. Yeah, exactly. It's like, who would do this? And it's like, make a legend. Make another legend for the teenagers or the kids to be like, wow, the mysteries of the unexplained. And it turned out it was just three people. Two people first who built the damn thing, and then three of them who left it behind because leave it for the kids.
Also because it's better than it to be staining the carpet.
Yeah, the acid staining the carpet. Yeah, let the kids have a good legend out of it. Too bad it didn't fall on you. One more too bad. One more too bad. Too bad you didn't get your arm caught in the gears. Too bad both of you didn't get trapped in the car. Now Angus is joining in on. He's got to get in on it. You didn't get trapped in the car after a wreck and explode all over the road.
Oh, wow. That is hardcore.
And have to be scraped up.
Oh, he keeps hiding up.
He keeps with a snow shovel. He just keeps redrawing the line. Nice. Nice, Angus. Decent, Captain.
Why decent? He was like the best one.
I think just like British people, they don't like to overemphasize when something's good, so they try to keep it like, it's not bad, to mean it's awesome. I guess decent with them is like, yeah. Decent. Yeah. Let's, leave it there.
Oh, I thought they were, like, gonna turn it on and stuff.
Oh, they are. May's gonna turn it on. Oh. Goodbye. Goodbye, machine. Flick the switch on your way out. And let it get creepily started. In a moment, there it is.
There we go.
God, though, can you imagine walking in on that? You just hear this grinding noise, and you come in there, and you see the animatronic nightmare with a knife, with a hatchet on one hand, a bottle on the other, and you're like, what? Why is this here?
Yeah, I think I will be like slightly go tinkle in my pants.
Well, we made a legend.
Yeah.
Someone kid peed his pants. We are now legends. Hey, B, what did you do? You didn't go to a party.
Yeah, you just
hung out at home. Like a sad person.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, what's up? Nothing.
Ooh.
Little sick from Donut Wolf.
But why can't B or May hang out with B and Greg at the same time?
They apparently don't hang out with each other. Because Greg and B apparently don't see eye to eye. Angus is the common glue. That's what she said earlier. How can it be so good and so, like, mean to you? So that's fast food for you. How can something taste so good and be so bad? Because apparently, that's what... Because May said, it made me sick, and B's like, that's why I don't go there. I puked, and we dropped the robot in the woods.
That's an interesting story.
Okay, I'm too sleepy to try to decipher that. Yeah, B's like, okay, bye. Man, I really feel bad for B.
Yeah, well, I mean, in B's playthrough, it gets better.
It gets better. They kind of have to put up with each other.
Yeah.
And B does say that she's like the sister May never had. So,
yeah.
Or, sorry, May is like the sister she never had.
Also, like, I think when, like, May finally came out with why she left college, B was a lot...
Real pissed, yeah. She got real mad because she wanted to go to college.
But when she finally explained why, the mental reasons...
Yeah.
B finally like, I didn't know it was like that happened.
Yeah, I didn't know it was brain problems. But it's always brain problems.
Yeah.
So yeah. We're not apologizing anymore. We are a legend now. Thank you once again for joining me, Antinomy. Hopefully you'll be back here for the epilogue and the Historical Society. I'm hoping to see you there.
Yup. See you, man.